The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
So Chacham David Yosef, when I was a little boy, told me like this. He said that one time, a very wealthy Sephardi couple from Argentina, very wealthy family couple, who unfortunately couldn't have any children for many years, came to Maran Chacham Ovadia Yosef, and David said, I was in the house, I happened to be in the house then. They tell my father, Chacham Ovadia, they don't have any children, they want brachot. Chacham Ovadia told him, listen, if you take upon yourself ta'arat mishpacha, they weren't religious yet. If you take upon yourself ta'arat mishpacha, the family of purity between the man and the wife, and two, a kosher kitchen, I give you a beracha, within a year you're going to have a child. They said, Rabbi, deal. Chacham Ovadia shook the guy's hand, and Chacham Ovadia's wife at the time, shook the Rebbetzin, shook the wife's hand from Argentina, and they made a deal, Bezat Hashem, a child within a year. Now this is a very, very wealthy family from Argentina. As they were about to leave, they asked of David Yosef, who was much younger then, which other big rabbis are in the area to get brachot? That makes a lot of sense. Which other big rabbis are here? We have the money, we can get in, we can give tzedakah. How do you get into these rabbis? So Chacham David started telling him of a very big mikubal who lived at that time in the area. Very big mikubal. He starts telling him how to get there, he gives him directions, he calls the gabbai. Then Chacham Ovadia, who was not in the conversation, suddenly runs to them and tells them, Rega, wait a minute. If you go to this big mikubal, I take back my blessing of beracha. If you go to this mikubal, I take back my words. No beracha, no blessing for a child. Chacham Ovadia went on and on. You're not going to no mikubal. We made a deal. And the couple was terrified. Can you imagine Chacham Ovadia come over to you? Holy moly, I don't know what, I'll probably faint on the spot. I'll jump off the roof. They were terrified. They said, okay, Chacham Ovadia Yosef, whatever you say. They did not go to this big mikubal. Afterwards, David asked his father, what is the deal? Wealthy couple. They could have given this mikubal so he can use the money. He has so much organizations. Why did you stop him? Let them go to the mikubal. Chacham Ovadia Yosef tells him, listen, this mikubal has such big ahavat Israel. He loves Jews so much, he just gives brachot, and blessings. I also love Jews, but I want people to start changing their actions. Finally, they took upon themselves mitzvot. They're going to go to this mikubal, and they're going to think the reason why we're going to have a child that year is because only of the bracha, the mikubal. But it's not true. You know why you're going to have a child? Because you brought the bracha, the blessing upon yourself. How did you bring the blessing upon yourself? Because you took upon yourself mitzvot, and you changed for the better. That's where you get blessings. That's where you get beracha. Yes, it's very important to go to tzedekkim and get blessings. It for sure helps. But what's the main thing? The main thing is you, the person. You learn Torah, you take upon yourself mitzvot, you bring beracha and blessings upon yourself. I want to make sure, says Chacham Ovadia, that lesson gets across. And that's what happened. They had a child that year, and Chacham Ovadia did not fly in as a sandak. Instead of a David Yosef, was actually the sandak at this Brit Milah. That's what Chacham David told me. It's a tremendous lesson, Rabotai. Chacham Ovadia Yosef, our leader, taught us a tremendous lesson. We live for Torah. We live to learn Torah and do mitzvot. The power is in our hands. We cannot underestimate how much of a difference we can make on our lives by learning Torah and doing mitzvot and growing for the better. We can change worlds if we learn Torah. Change worlds for the better if we do mitzvot.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org